Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Windward Buddhist Temple, the last family service of the month. Isn't that fast? Anyway, my name is Cynthia Rodriguez, and I will be your MC this morning. I'd like to welcome back and thank Raymond Takiue from the Mo'iliili Honganji for officiating today's service. We will now begin with the ringing of the temple bell, or the kansho, that signifies the beginning of a temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma, or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly as the bell is being rung. If you are able, please rise for meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana and Tisarana by the congregation in both Pali and English, which can be found in your red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7. Sangha
Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Please be seated. Today's sutra is Verses Reaffirming the Vows, which can be found in the Jodo Shinshu service book on page 117. This sutra is the English translation of Jusei Ge, a poetic summary of the basic intention of the 48 vows made by the Bodhisattva Dharmakata, who became Amida Buddha. Dharmakata promises to attain supreme enlightenment, to save the poor and suffering, and to declare the universal availability of salvation through the name throughout the universe.
I have made unrivaled vows and will reach the highest path. If I fail in any way, may I not attain Buddhahood. Should I not provide to all for countless kalpas to come, aid in times of suffering, may I not attain Buddhahood. I will reach enlightenment, but unless my Buddha name resounds throughout the universe, may I not attain Buddhahood. I will practice the noble path, wisely, mindfully, free of greed. Seek to reach the supreme way, be a guide to one and all. May my power shine great light to illumine and dispel the darkness of the three poisons and save all from suffering. With eyes of wisdom I'll remove the darkness of ignorance. I will close all evil paths, open gates of highest good. When I attain Buddhahood, light will shine throughout all lands, light brighter than sun and moon, outshining all heavenly lights, giving my virtues to all, not forsaking anyone. I will proclaim the Dharma like the roar of a great lion, bowing before before all Buddhas, steadfastly gaining virtues, with wisdom fulfilling my vows, I shall be a guide to all, like the wisdom of my teacher. May my wisdom also shine all throughout the universe and illumine one and all. If I shall fulfill these vows, may all lands tremble with joy. From the heavens wondrous flowers rain down upon all the lands. Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namandavs, 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 namandavs.
If you are able, please rise for the recitation, Golden Chain of Love, which can be found in the Jodo Shinshu Service Book on page 126. Then remain standing for the Gatha at our altar, located in your purple Praises of the Buddha book on page 22. I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only on my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link of Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain
perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you. Please be seated. Our speaker this morning is our temple member, Miles Yamamoto.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's an honor to be here before all of you here, both at the temple and watching online. You know, as I was thinking about what I was going to share today, I reflected on the lessons from my speech class in college. I took one. And I remember my professor's number one lesson. It was, whatever you talk about, make sure that you know enough about it to convince your audience that you know what you're talking about, even if you don't. With that in mind, I racked my brain and tried to think of a subject I could talk about. And I came up with two, food and K-pop. Most of you know my brother Neil, and you are well aware that he has cornered the market on all things food. In fact, Dennis gets disappointed when my brother does not talk about food. So because of that, I'm not going to talk about food. Instead, I'm going to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, and 3 Dharma lessons from K-pop Demon Hunters. Warning, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, there are some spoilers ahead. So what is K-pop Demon Hunters? So for those of you who have not seen the movie or not aware, it is a movie that you can find on Netflix. It is a story of a K-pop band called Huntrix. They are not just a normal K-pop band, however. They are the latest iteration of a long line of a band of hunters. Their job is to protect humanity from the legions of demons who steal souls for their king, Guima. Opposing Huntrix is a demon boy band known as the Saga Boys. Their goal is to defeat Huntrix and ultimately allow for the demons to move freely between the demon and human worlds to steal souls. So with that as kind of our introduction to the movie, let's go into the 3 lessons. Lesson number 1, we are stronger together than we are separate. One of the main recurring themes of K-pop Demon Hunters is the idea that the group is more powerful than the individual. We see this from the very start of the movie to the very end. As I mentioned earlier, Huntrix is the latest in the line of demon hunters. These groups not only defended humanity, but also used the power of song to create a barrier between the human and demon worlds. This is known as the Honman. The ultimate manifestation of the Honman, which would permanently seal the demon and human worlds, was known as the Golden Honman. Additionally, if you watch the movie from beginning to end, it is very clear that when both Huntrix and the Saga Boys work together as a group, they are more powerful than when they are disunited. In the very first battle in the movie, the demons try to attack Huntrix individually and are defeated in detail. In fact, it's kind of funny watching all the demons just get beat up by Huntrix working together as a group. At the end, near the end of the movie, it is the breakup of Huntrix, along with the unity of the Saga Boy, that almost leads to the demise of humanity at the hands of Guima. When I look at Buddhism, I also see this theme. Think for a moment of the recitation we just did, Golden Chain of Love. It says, I am a link in Amida Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. As I mentioned earlier, the Honman is created by linking humanity together, with the golden Honman being the ultimate manifestation of the ultimate unity, of humanity. Similarly, we are all links in Amida's golden chain of love, and our unity is what manifests the golden chain. Closer to home, I would argue that as a Sangha, we have been able to accomplish more as a collective group than we could ever accomplish as individuals. Think about it, from donating towels to the Humane Society, our food drive, the Kailua homeless event that we've been doing for many years, our bon dances, and even the spread of food afterwards. So I'm going to keep this short so we can go eat afterwards. These are all concrete examples of the power of unity and how our Sangha is a key element in both pursuing and spreading the Dharma. Lesson number 2. Everybody needs a friend like Derpy Tiger. So who is Derpy Tiger? You can see Derpy on the slide. Derpy Tiger is a big blue tiger that makes his initial appearance when Gino, the leader of the Saga Boys, approaches Guima to suggest the creation of Saga Boys. Derpy is a supernatural tiger who accompanies Gino. He also serves as the messenger between Gino and the leader of Huntrix, Rumi. His cute features and obsession with fixing things that get knocked over aside. He is always by Gino's side. While not stated in the movie, it is suggested that Derpy was always with Gino from the very beginning and ultimately knows everything about Gino and his deep secrets. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. The takeaway here is that despite knowing Gino's secrets, Derpy remains loyal to Gino. In fact, I would argue that Derpy sees Gino's true nature and the bonds, and he stems from it. Likewise, our relationships beyond our collective Sangha, we too need to find our own Derpy Tiger. I believe that we need one or two people in our lives that will be there with us through thick and thin, who in spite of knowing our deepest and darkest secrets, stays loyal to us, and who believes in us and pushes us to be the best version of ourselves. Lesson number 3. To become your most powerful self, you must embrace all of yourself. This, I think, is the most important lesson I took away from K-pop Demon Hunters. If you look on the slides, you will see first, you'll see Rumi. Rumi is the leader of Huntrix. If you reach the movie, Rumi is cool, confident, everything you would expect of a demon hunter. There is one thing, however, if you watch closely in the movie, she never shows her arms and her neck throughout most of the movie. The reason for this is she hides a very deep secret. Spoiler, she's half demon. Yes, the leader of Huntrix, the band that's supposed to destroy the demons, is half of what she's trying to destroy, and she's trying to hide it. Throughout the movie, you see her hiding her patterns, which you can see in the bottom slide, that mark a human, or mark someone as a demon. You can also see that she's never able to fully unlock her true power. In fact, as the markings spread, she loses her voice and her ability to sing. And it is not until the very end of the movie that when she can no longer hide the fact that she is a demon, that she's able to embrace her true self and unlock her full power. Second on the slide, you see Gino. Some of you may be wondering why I put Gino up here. But if you remember, I said he has a secret. The secret is that Gino wasn't always a demon. Gino is, in fact, is not a demon. Gino is a human turned demon. The movie explains that Gino, in the beginning, was a poor peasant living in Imperial Korea. He hears Guima's voice and surrenders himself, his soul, to Guima. In return, Guima gives him a golden voice that grants him incredible power and catches the eye of the imperial court. In coming to the court, he abandons his family, his sister and his mother. He is haunted by the guilt of doing so and ultimately becomes a demon because of it. He's haunted by that betrayal and believes that he is beyond redemption and that his soul can never be redeemed, that he will be condemned to be a demon forever. In the case of both Rumi and Gino, you see that they struggle throughout the movie with where they doubt who they are and whether they can ever be who they're truly meant to be. In the end, it is only because they truly embrace themselves that they are able to unlock their true power and potential. In the case of Rumi, she only embraces her, when she embraces her true self and her true nature as both hunter and demon, that she's able to unlock her voice and, along with the rest of Huntrix, sing the ultimate song which seals the demon realm. With Gino, it is only when he realizes he is still human and still has a soul of his own that he is able to give of his soul and ultimately find the redemption that he so desperately deserves. And you look at us, our own lives, like Rumi and Jinu. We all have secrets. I have secrets and things I don't like about myself, things from my past that I feel are beyond redemption, beyond secrets, things that we cannot share. We must remember Amita's primal vow to redeem all beings in all realms as long as we earnestly entrust in the name, which is what we, our initial chant. Amita's vow ensures that all of us, both human and demon side of us, will be redeemed, and that none of us are beyond redemption, no matter what we did in the past. Now, I could keep going on and on and on. We have time, talking about how we are links in Amita's golden chain and more powerful because of it, how we need to have that friend who stands with us through thick and thin, how once we embrace our true nature, we become more powerful beyond belief. But I'm not a great speaker, so I think it's better if I show you what it sounds like.
Nothing but the truth now. Nothing but the proof of what I am. The worst of what I came from. Patterns I'm ashamed of. Things that even I don't understand. I try to fix it, I try to fight it. My head was twisted, my heart divided, my lies all collided. I don't know why I didn't trust you to be on my side. I broke into a million pieces and I can't go back, but now I'm seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The scars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like.
Why did I cover up the colors stuck inside my head? I should've let the jagged edges meet the light instead.
Show me what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. The song we couldn't write, this is what it sounds like.
Stop the song!
We're shattering the silence, we're rising, defiant, shouting in the quiet. You're not alone.
We listen to the demons, we let them get between us.
But none of us are out here on our own. So we were cowards, so we were liars, so we're not heroes, we're still survivors, the dreamers, the fighters. No lying, I'm tired, but dive in the fire and I'll be right here by your side. We broke into a million pieces and we can't go back, but now we're seeing all the beauty in the broken glass. The stars are part of me, darkness and harmony. My voice without the lies, this is what it sounds like. Why do we cover up the colors stuck inside our head? Get up and let the jagged edges meet the light instead. Show me what's underneath, I'll find your harmony. Fearless and undefined, this is what it sounds like.
Your voices cannot defeat it.
Jinu, no.
I'm sorry for everything.
No, I wanted to set you free.
You did. You gave me my soul back. And now, I give it to you.
boots. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miles. That was excellent. I often wondered what that movie was about, you know. There seems to be a lot of subtle Buddhist lessons in it. I think I'll go see it. Thank you. So if you're able, please stand for the Gatha Namo Amida Butsu on page 144 of the Praises of the Buddha book. Then remain standing for the Gatha Nembutsu found in the same book on page 145. Please be seated. Thank you, everyone, for attending today's service. We look forward to seeing you next week, which begins another new month. We will now have announcements by our temple president, Dennis Tashiro.
Morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thank you, Miles, for that message. When you played that video clip, that song, like, hey, I think I heard that song.
Not the most popular one.
But, my wife Merle is into, Korean drama and, of course, BTS. In the car, she always has us on her favorite radio station that plays a lot of Korean songs. And that's where I think I hear it. So Merle and, of course, Everly, sometimes they sing along too. Now I know where that song is from. Thank you, Raymond, for being here to officiate our service. Thank you, Cynthia, for being our MC. Thank you, David, for being our greeter. And thank you, Prudence, for ringing the concho. Thank you, Lisa, for playing the piano. And of course, Ryan, for recording today's service. I don't believe we have any new guests. Let's see. Next Sunday, as Cynthia said, we'll start a new month. Our next service is on June 7th, which will be our first Sunday family service. Prudence will be providing a Dharma message, and Bishop Toshiyuki Umitani will be here to officiate the service. Next Sunday, being the first Sunday, we'll have an intergenerational activity led by Prudence, and she will explain about that activity. Prudence?
Good morning.
Morning.
June is summertime. So, here. So we're going to make these. Isn't that nice? Kind of cute. That's all.
All right. That'll be, sound like it's a fun activity. Next Sunday, of course, is also Birthday Sunday. The June Adult Dharma classes by Reverend Kevin Kuniyuki, titled Dharma Awareness Skills, Seeing the Dharma in Stories and Entertainment. The classes are on June 6 and June 13 from 10 a.m. to noon. The sign-up sheet is on the table in the back. We will be visiting the Waimanalo Japanese Cemetery on Wednesday, June 10. Last week I mentioned we're trying for Thursday, June 11, but officially we will be doing it on Wednesday, June 10. The cemetery is located on Bellows Air Force Station, a Marine Corps training area, and has approximately 40 grave sites, many of which date back to the early 1900s. We will be placing flowers on each grave site, and Reverend Shingo Furusawa will be with us, and he will lead a short memorial service. I have a sign-up sheet for that as well on the back table. Please consider joining us. I understand through Alan's effort, earlier we had these upper windows tinted. Now we have the upper windows on the other side also tinted, so it won't be so glaring. I know this side is a whole lot better, especially for the minister. The sun would shine right towards the minister, and I think it'll be much better on the other side. Thank you, Alan. Are there any other announcements? Okay, let's do words of thanksgiving. We are truly grateful
For this wonderful food.
a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddha's compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namu Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you.